going on? Hey, happy Thanksgiving, chicken head. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. That's Martin Lawrence right there. If you watch the show Martin. Man, what is going on? We are back in the building. See me backing over here. Okay, there we go. Man, what is going on, man? You already know who the fuck I am. Man, happy Thanksgiving to everybody that's out there. I know it's plenty of motherfuckers out there bullshitting and doing shit that they ain't supposed to be doing. Hey, I get it. Be thankful for that. And shout out to everybody out there that's at the court plantation right there, because I know what it is. That shit is never fun. Shout out to everybody out there that know how to move within the court plantation. Shout out to motherfuckers that know how to just, for Thanksgiving, just stay home and chill, relax. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get out the house, go get out the house. If you don't do it. I'm drinking this anise tea right now. This weather's fucked up out here in Vegas, man. It was windy as fuck yesterday. Yeah, man. But anyway, man, shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to everybody that went and got their Thanksgiving prayer. See, where I grew up, man, we had to go to church for Thanksgiving and pray and shit. You know, they probably was praying to make sure ain't nobody put no poison and no shit in your food before you eat it. You know, Thanksgiving where I grew up, we watching gospel channels all day long. Shit. But anyway, shout out to everybody out there that's handling business, doing what they need to do. If you're out here in Las Vegas, Nevada, man, motherfuckers don't give a fuck about no Thanksgiving. Nigga, Best Buy is open right now, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? Ain't no more pandemonium and waiting for the goddamn Black Friday. It's Black Thursday now. So shout out to everybody out there that's trying to go get those clown ass sales. It is what it is. I've been putting options in on Apple. I made a little bit of options. Y'all niggas better get to them options. Them stock options is bomb. But anyway, shit, but I was checking my options this morning. I lost some money like a son of a bitch yesterday. But anyway, but that's neither here nor there, man. We about to get into it today. We about to talk about some things. Man, I couldn't do it on Tuesday because clown ass Cox Cable and they internet shit. They be bullshit, man. Right when I'm getting ready to do the podcast, the internet ain't working. You call them, oh no, we see his service down. Motherfuckers can't never tell you what the fuck is going on. But they can tell you when you over your gigabytes. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck a Cox Cable. They full of shit. But anyway, man, we about to get into it. We about to talk about some real interesting shit. Cut this clown ass shit down. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to Erica, Shawnee, Tasha, 066, Miss Wendy, all y'all. Man, I was at my people's house yesterday, man, when I got off the court plantation. We had a great conversation. We talked for a long time. Man, sometimes when you go around your family, like you think you're funny until you go around them, and then you like, well, damn, I don't think really I'm funny, because some of this shit they was saying had me dying laughing. Like my sister was like, yeah, motherfuckers at the job, at the court plantation try to tell me I'm pro-black. And then they up there smiling with the motherfuckers, and the motherfuckers up there firing their asses. I could not stop laughing at that shit. Oh man, I could not stop laughing, man. And we just had a great conversation about wealth. And see, here's the thing. See, it's okay to be upset with your parental advisories, you know, your parents, when they didn't arm you with the necessary tools in the toolkit, you know what I'm saying, to buy property and ascertain wealth for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be upset with them and have those kind of conversations with your fan band, because, you know, I felt like before, a lot of times people like, damn, why he so mad? I would have conversations with my family members and they'd be like, damn, but nah. I'm like, no, nigga, it's expensive as fuck right now. And when you leave this earth, nigga, you gotta leave something for your peoples. You can't just, you know, live on the earth for 60, 70, 80 years and don't leave shit. Don't start educating your peoples. And that's what we had a very good conversation about it. And the reason why that's true is because if we start becoming more educated and having financial literacy just within your household, I think, man, you'll just be better. You can spread that knowledge, because ain't nobody perfect. Look, let me tell you something, man. Nigga, don't take no advice from me. I'm the worst motherfucker to take advice from when it comes to money. I make a lot of dumb decisions. Straight up. I make a lot of dumb decisions, man. And I have been making a lot of dumb decisions. You know, I'm more hard. You should be harder on yourself than anybody else should be. And you should want to be all you can be for yourself. Fuck everybody else. And we have to start having value in each other. We talked about that, like at the Court Plantation. See, we used to have these conversations all the time before I used to read, but now it's more in depth. I'm like, we don't value each other, because a lot of the times when we get on the Court Plantation, you know, you get around these other people that are, you know, not foundational Black Americans, or not just, they don't consider themselves Black, period. They have a lot of janky ass bullshit to say about Black folk. And when they get around Black folk, they say that shit to test you to see if you gonna be a Sambo or a Mammy or a Coon and go along with that shit. But a lot of times I think you become silent and introverted, because that's what makes them uncomfortable, when you don't have nothing to say. You just kind of look at them like they crazy. And I think it all ties into it. You like, well, Warren, it ain't just about the money. I never said it's about the money. But you gotta, I feel like my generation and the people before us, they didn't arm us with the necessary toolkit, you know what I'm saying, and mindset to navigate in the system of racism, white supremacy in the Court Plantation. Because we get on these Court Plantations, man, and we get to bucking our eyes and samboing and mammying and cooning and doing things that are not advantageous for your people. Now, you can't save everybody. Like I said, shout out to my nigga Dom, man. My nigga Dom just was blessed with his child, man. So shout out to that nigga Dom. I just want to send a shout. I was gonna do it on Tuesday, but the internet was janky. But I just think we don't teach our experiences enough, because we want this generation to feel like we were perfect. No, we weren't. And the generation before us wasn't. And a lot of times you got to educate people, because, you know, people that bought houses in the 50s and the 60s, they just be assuming that you can do the same shit now. No, nigga, houses are $600,000 a pop. What the fuck? I'm talking for a nice house. You paying $600,000. You paying $350,000 out here in Vegas for a decent house. I'm talking about decent. I'm not talking about nice. Nice, you paying $650 and up for a nice crib. And I feel like a lot of the times the generation before us, they lost in translation. They just think shit is the same. You know what I mean? And then that's where the teaching mechanism come in, and that's when we have to start really leaning on each other. Like, bro, what you know about this? Okay, look, do this. This is like, I remember before, back in the day, they used to make it seem like building your credit was so hard. Oh, you gotta go to a credit builder, man, because you know your credit's fucked up. Man, like I said before, go get you a motherfucking a secure credit card. Go join you a credit union. Even if your credit is fucked up, just join a credit union. Don't have no overdraft fees and dicking around and bullshitting, and just, you know, pave the way for yourself. And eventually, you'll look up and your shit be 700. And it ain't hard. I just think it's misinformation. It's like the stock market. Oh yeah, man, that's hard. No, it ain't. Once you start learning lingo and really dealing with it every day, like this, I think that dude from EYL, he was like, you got to make like 100 trades. Once you made 100 trades, you can consider yourself okay at doing it. And he not lying, because like I said, sometimes I be up and sometimes I lose money like a son of a bitch. But you got to know trends. You got to see what's going on. You got to do your research. And I feel like we don't do the research in a lot of stuff. And the reason why I'm talking about this before I get into the topic at hand, because if we have more wealth as people, we can start doing what Dr. Claude Anderson teaches and pulling our resources together and buying these judges and these police officers and leasing them and renting them. Like that 4-story building or 5-story building that Dr. Claude Anderson talks about in Powernomics. But we can't do that if the generations before us and us, we not teaching about, hey man, go get that wealth. You know what I mean? Because that's very important. And I don't think we understand that a lot of the times. That's why a lot of times I look at stuff and I'm like, well, of course these judges in the pockets of the dominant society. You know what I mean? And it is difficult because we take pleasure on flossing on each other, but we don't want to take pleasure in uplifting each other. Why don't you take that energy that you flossing on each other with and start uplifting people? When you see, I remember a brother had a nice truck, and I was at work and I was like, bro, that's a nice ride. He was like, yeah, good looking. Like, and I just was looking like, man, we do not understand who we are. We don't. And we do not want, it's like some type of a power that we get off of keeping our foot on each other's neck, especially at the Court Plantation. They can't wait to tell on each other. And it's true. And everybody has, look, let me tell you something. You don't know what dysfunction is unless you grew up or been socialized that functional is handling business, staying the course, doing what you need to do, which is boring. Dysfunctional is just doing whatever, not staying the course, not being able to be on task and be on schedule. When you get around people that's like that, you'll realize, oh, they're dysfunctional. You know what I mean? And a lot of the times I think we need to take more stock and inventory of addressing our dysfunction than being under other people's dysfunction. Because a lot of the times we take on everybody's energy because we around everybody. That's why I always say a lot of times, just learn how to be by yourself. A lot of times, just go do stuff by yourself. As you get older, you want to do that anyway. We had that conversation too. We was having that conversation too. I was like, man, I remember I started going to the movies by myself a long time ago. Cause you know, you call niggas act worse than bitches. They want to get up, get dressed, to sit in the dark. There ain't no bitches around. They want to be on their phone like they Puff Daddy. I'm just not into none of that shit. You know what I mean? Then if you do have women around, oh, they don't look good enough. It's like, god damn. It's just, you know, and it's lack of maturity. And in the maturation process, when you go through your own maturation process, you don't want to be bothered with nobody's bullshit. I'm just telling you that. And the reason why you don't want to be bothered with nobody's bullshit, because you're starting to see things in code and know, like, man, I'll be on code, my brother, sister, but that doesn't mean I have to necessarily agree with them all the time and be up under them all day long, all day strong. And I feel like, you know, at the conversation that we had too yesterday, it's true. You know, a lot of times parents be like looking at you crazy, like, well, why you can't do this? But it's like, well, nigga, you didn't teach none of that shit. You gotta lay the groundwork. You know what I mean? You can't master the Monopoly board and then put the board away. You know what I mean? No, you gotta master it and start teaching. Look, this is how I'm doing this. You know what I mean? This is what I'm doing. This is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because then as you teach a person how to fish, they'll be all right. But if you just keep giving them the fish, nigga, they gonna be looking at you the whole time. You know what I mean? And that's, I feel like, is rampant on the West Coast in the black community. You know, just from what I speak, I see a lot of non-generational wealth kids. I don't see a lot of that. I see it in the white communities, in the white Jewish communities, in the Hispanic communities, you see it, but you don't see it real rampant in the black communities now, because we're getting away from that generational wealth a lot of the times, because grandmama and big mama and all them, they done died. And then they done left the house and whoop, and now whoop done sold the house. We don't know how to keep shit in generations and keep, like, property, for instance. Motherfucker get their hand on property, they want to sell it right away and get the money. But you're not thinking, nigga, you gonna get the money, now you're gonna be paying rent. Now they can kick you out. It's like, sometimes I feel like we gotta learn the hard way. You know what I mean? And I feel, you know, a lot of the times I do feel like, you know, I feel like we as individuals should start understanding about what generational wealth is, what it does, you know, how could it work for you? You know what I mean? Those are just things that I feel like we can do to better move us forward. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times, man, like, you look at the Ahmaud Arbery case, you look at them, right? So when you look at this whole situation, okay, yeah, they was found guilty, but let's not jump up for joy and act like, oh man, we got a victory and all this other shit. No, because they just let Kyle Rittenhouse be a vigilante, and I don't see nobody say nothing. Nobody. And what's so funny is Joe Biden was like, oh, I stand by the justice system. We was talking about that yesterday. And I was telling my siblings, I was telling my fan bam, I'm like, you notice where are all these Democrats at that was shaming niggas to go vote for him? And then I was having a conversation about the Breakfast Club, and it's no diss. I like what they do at the Breakfast Club a lot, but there's a lot of stuff that I just be like, man, I'm good. And I've always been an advocate of, man, when the dominant society starts getting behind something that black people are pushing, you better raise an eyebrow and understand what the fuck's going on. Because that mental health shit, I'm telling you, that mental health shit, they get behind that to get ready to use that as a proxy so they can do what the fuck they want to do. Don't be surprised when it's time for reparations. It's time for motherfuckers to admit about slavery. They be like, oh, well, I'm mentally ill. There's a mentally ill generational curse from my parents, my great-great-grandparents being slave masters. So I have a mental disability behind that because I'm mentally ill. Like, you know, the dominant society will use whatever you bring to the table against you. So you have to be really, really mindful of what the fuck you dealing with. You know what I mean? And that's why I get so irritated with us at these corporate plantation jobs, because we so quick to want to check the shit out of somebody else. And it's like, the little power that you have is imaginary. This ain't your job. You don't own it. You're leasing a space here. They're paying you, but you're still leasing a space here. Because when they want to replace you, you're out of there. Corporations are psychopathic. What do you mean? They're about the bottom line. They don't give a fuck about your feelings. That's why they can lay off 100,000 people, and then the CEO can still make millions of dollars. And then when he walk away, he get millions of dollars. And everybody else walk away, they ain't getting shit. They get 10 weeks of fucking paid leave. And then, all right, nigga, you on your own. But we don't understand that because we've been conditioned to think that we've made it because we can tell niggas what to do. And it's like, no, nigga, we have not made it at all. We have not made it, and it ain't what you think it is. And which brings me to what I was really wanting to talk about, and that is homegrown KKK. Motherfuckers think that KKK is motherfuckers in robes, white robes burning crosses. No, KKK is your judges. KKK is the police department. KKK is the teacher that's teaching your black children. KKK is the white supervisor at your corporate plantation job that will smile with you and calling you nigga, 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 and looking at you through a prejudgmental, I would say, checklist. And you're like, what do you mean, Warren? It's a prejudgmental checklist because they gauge on how you act, they gauge on if you get emotional, and if they can't gauge you, you're a threat to them. If you're yucking with them and laughing with them all the time and all that, oh, they love you because that makes them feel good. And that's what I was talking to about my peoples last night. I was like, ain't that a bitch? You have to make them feel comfortable when they've been the most volatile people in the United States of America Incorporated the last 500 years. But they want you to make them feel comfortable. Like I was reading this, you know, the book, shout out to the homegirl Erica, my grandmother's hand, and it was talking about how black bodies see white body supremacy, and we see them as white privilege, this, that, and then it was like how white body supremacy sees black bodies, and then I like that part though. It broke it down like white body supremacy sees black bodies as a threat, superhuman strength, someone that needs to be controlled. And what did I tell? It was so funny because what have I said before? The system of racism, white supremacy, they don't feel good unless they telling niggas what to do. They don't care about telling Latinos and everybody else because they know them motherfuckers just happy to be here. But when it comes to foundational black Americans, man, it's like they get a kick out of telling niggas what to do. And then trying to like, and then that's why I be looking at all these other racial groups like, y'all niggas, first of all, y'all didn't build this country. That's first. Second of all, you're fucking freeloaders. And I don't care what you say. Because I can't go to no other country, live off their land, collect money from them, and then talk shit about them. No, that's not how it works. Only in the United States of America Incorporated, they will allow immigrants to come here. Now all these other racial groups get mad because they was beating the shit out of them Haitians and putting their asses back on boats and get the fuck up out of here. See, that's what y'all get with this immigration shit. Yeah, immigration for white Hispanics, white Spaniards. Not for niggas. And now that you done seen like, oh, but see, motherfucker quick to be like, well, I'm Haitian. No, nigga, you're black. I was watching this thing on Twitter. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. And it was this, she was Muslim. And she had her Muslim mom and they was in the car and she was kind of like clowning her mom. She was just like, no, mom, you're black first. You're not Muslim. Muslim is something you choose to be. You don't choose to be the color. You're black first, then you're Muslim. But the mom was like trying to talk to her in their dialect, and she was like, no, mom, you know. I was dying laughing watching that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see if I can try to find it because it was very interesting. Cause she was just talking about how she was like arguing. This Muslim girl was talking about how she was arguing with this this white dude, and he was just basically more concerned about like people rioting and shit. She was just like, whether people riot, those buildings, they got insurance. Like Keisha Lamami Bottoms. How dare y'all tear up the Ted Turner building after everything Ted Turner done done for this community? Man, fuck Ted Turner. And he got insurance on those buildings. Man, and it's always some mammy coon telling about the gun line. Hey, they always send a nigga out there. Get them niggas under control. And then T.I. up there talking about this is Wakanda. And then nigga, when they hemmed up his niece and was fucking him up, everybody was sending pictures of him talking about, oh, is this your Wakanda? The niggas gotta stop that shit just taking up for these motherfuckers, man. And a lot of times, like Kanye West said, he was like John Legend and Common, y'all do it whatever the fuck the Democratic Party tell y'all to do. He's not lying. He's not lying. And I get it, you want the bag, you don't want to go back to doing tours. You want to be able to move a certain way. And I get it, I understand that. That's fine. But if you're gonna do that, don't be coming around black folk when they go oops upside your head. You can't do an Omarosa and talk about you to spook that shit by the door. No, Omarosa, what did you think? Man, look, Republicans and Democrats, they're two of the same. They the same motherfucker. The difference is most Republicans gonna look at you upside your head and tell you they don't fuck with no niggas. That's all. And by the way, we're still waiting, as I'm looking at my imaginary watch, what happened to Joe Biden's administration meeting with Ice Cube about the contract for Black America? That's what y'all niggas get for talking all that shit about Cube meeting with the Republicans. This is powernomics. This is not no motherfucking, oh, I'm gonna go with who I like. Yeah, everybody liked Obama, and he didn't say one word about niggas. He act like niggas didn't even exist. But motherfuckers want to talk that shit. That's why I'm like, man, let me see if I can find this video, man. Let me see if I can find this video. I'm gonna go a little over today, but I'm gonna try to see if I can find this video, man, because it was a really good video. Let me see. It was on not on YouTube. It was on Twitter. Let me see. Muslim girl about race. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Nah, damn, I can't find it. They was in the car, and that shit was funny. And that girl was like, no. I was dying laughing. Let me see. Let me see if I can find. If I can't find this, all good. Let me see. No, they don't. Muslim girl and mom. Oh, car. Let's see. Nah, I can't find it. But it's all good, man. I don't need to find it anyway, man. I just, you know, and it's so funny too, man, because I was reading this thing about on CNN, demonizing black victims is an old racist trope that didn't work for defense attorneys this time. Let's see what they talking about. Let's see. I'm just gonna play a little bit. I ain't playing no commercials though. Y'all niggas got me fucked up. But yeah, I just think it's quite interesting. And of course they gonna demonize black people. What you think they did to Trayvon Martin and Alton Sterling and Mike Brown after motherfucking killed him? Oh, I felt like I was a baby and he was Hulk Hogan. No, nigga, stop.
Couple of hours, the last word in the trial of the three men accused of killing Ahmaud Arbery. The prosecutor will deliver a rebuttal to the closing arguments, and we will bring it to you live. It is the final chance to address what was a dramatic and controversial presentation from defense lawyers that some say evoked racist images of the antebellum South. This is what happened in closings. First, the lead prosecutor argued the defendants initiated the encounter with Ahmaud Arbery and were not, as they claim, acting in self-defense.
All three of these defendants made assumptions.
Yes, they did. That's a fact. They ran up on that brother just because some bitch talking about, oh, that looked like the motherfucker that was walking around empty houses. Let me tell you something. In Las Vegas, Nevada, me, some of my white homeboys, man, we be making beats and shit. And where one of my homeboys, he had a studio at his crib in his area where now it's all built up. But this was 20-some years ago. It was all motherfucking model homes over there. We used to always be in the model homes. We was going to shoot a video over there, a music video over there in the model homes. No police, no nothing. Because it was nothing but white people over there, and he was white. So them motherfuckers wasn't never tripping. So stop that shit. Motherfuckers go in model homes and walk around model homes all day long. They can put cameras in there if they want. They got cameras when you walk into these developments. What was he gonna take? The sink? What was he gonna take? Man, get the fuck out of here. Them motherfuckers knew what they was doing.
Made assumptions about what was going on that day, and they made their decision to attack Ahmaud Arbery in their driveways because he was a black man.
That's a fact. Put that shit out there because he's a black man. And they know what they was doing. Try to get on the stage and start crying like, see, you notice all these motherfucking dominant society motherfucking racist motherfuckers, these anti-black race motherfuckers, they want to get and play the victim. You done kill somebody, but you the victim. Man, get the fuck out of here. I just felt like if he grabbed the gun, I was dead. But you ran up on him with the gun, though. Man, what the fuck kind of shit is that? This is the type of shit. You know what it reminds me of? This is why I don't like that mental health and all this other bullshit. You know what it reminds me of? That sports announcer that was like, fuck these nigga bitches. They want to kneel during the national anthem. I hope these niggas lose. And then the dude was like, bro, your mic is high. He was like, oh my God, my diabetes. Oh, my diabetes. My blood sugar's so low. Oh, God, my diabetes. Like, hey, man, you racist. Oh, no, it's not the racist. It's the diabetes. Diabetes got me acting up. It's got me acting, turn me racist. The diabetes. Man, stop. Fuck out of here.
Running down the street.
Now, lawyers for Travis McMichael, his father Greg, and William Roddy Bryan painted them as concerned neighbors worried about reports of burglaries in the
concerned neighbors. Hey, 066, man, what's going on, man? Happy Thanksgiving to you, my brother. But hey, man, concerned neighbors. Well, why didn't you call the fucking police if you was concerned? Man, get the fuck out of here. Them niggas like, fuck the police. We the law around this town. And if this nigga gets out of line, he gonna get 2 hot ones in his ass. And nigga, they didn't know that shit. Then you got the other nigga with the camera videotaping everything. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas knew what y'all was doing. Y'all knew exactly what y'all was doing. Y'all just happened to get busted, but it doesn't matter. Because you got Kyle Rittenhouse, who's a vigilante. They let him off. So they like, well, okay, fuck it. We let him off. Okay, y'all niggas gotta go to jail though. That white boy's got a whole life to live. Y'all don't. Y'all old motherfuckers. Guilty for y'all niggas. And Kyle, we love you, man. You still got time. Just like Dylan Roof. You ain't heard shit about Dylan Roof. You gonna look up and Dylan Roof gonna be out. Dylan Roof gonna be out as a police officer pulling niggas over. Watch.
area, and they blamed Arbery for his own death.
He told you about the thefts and the burglaries, the totality of the facts, why he believed what he did, that he wanted to follow him, that he wanted to talk to him, that he wanted to stop him, for the police to detain him. Don't be fooled by this word arrest. You don't have to announce you're under arrest.
Why isn't Mr. Arbery asking for help? Why isn't he calling out, hey, somebody call 911. There's crazy people after me. Maybe that's because Mr.
We don't call 911 because 911 is an advantage for white folk. They're not an advantage for black folks. So why would we call 911? That's what y'all do. We don't call 911. We try to de-escalate and diffuse the situation and go on about our way. We don't do the calling 911 because that's not what we do. That's what y'all niggas do. Y'all start the shit and then y'all play the victim when the shit don't go y'all way. That's what y'all do.
Arbery doesn't want help.
Turning Ahmaud Arbery into a victim after the choices that he made does not reflect the reality.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. I ain't playing no more of that suck ass shit, man. I just want to play y'all a little bit. Y'all think about that shit because that's what they do at the court plantation. They'll start some shit with you, and then when you like, hey, man, I was just minding my own business. You started it, Tyrone. Man, I don't even know what y'all talking about. I got my earphones on. Well, you heard what he was saying. Man, I don't even know who that is. Oh, stop it, Tyrone. We saw the way those nigger eyes was looking at him the whole fucking time. It's like, man, what? Man, I don't know what y'all talking about. Oh, don't try to play a victim, Tyrone. You niggers are slick with that shit. Slavery was 90 years ago. Like, they'll do shit like that. And motherfuckers will be looking around like, you don't even know what's going on. And then they try to make you feel bad. I remember I was at the court plantation and some bitch lied and made up some shit because she got caught in the cookie jar and threw my name in it. And they had me on the office. I was like, bro, I don't even know what y'all talking about. But that's okay though, because that made me study, read, understand. And after that day, woo-wee, them motherfuckers never wanted to talk to me again. Never again, because they knew, like, okay, this motherfucker ain't playing. And that's the problem with black folk. Black folk think because a motherfucker smiling with them that they like you. No, nigga, this is business. And that's it. And if you're not conducting business, then get the fuck away from people that you know that are not in alignment with what you're trying to do. We'll be all around these motherfuckers that kick us in the teeth and talk shit to us all day long. Then when you come to your people, you rolling your eyes, talk about fuck that nigga. It's like, man, what? That's why I just become introverted and just, man, I'm good. I don't deal with none of that sucker shit. Motherfuckers that know me, they know, they be like, nah, this nigga wanna. I'ma laugh at you, but I'm not finna sit up here, no, nigga, I don't come to work. Stop going to work and telling all your fucking business, man. I can't stand when I get around a nigga and they just diarrhea of the mouth. It's like, nigga, what are you doing? This is not a therapy session. You here to do a job. Stop going to these jobs trying to make friends. Make associates, and the people that's in alignment with you, they will raise your vibration because they on the same shit as you. And then the people that's not, always suggest books. Like me. I was telling one of the homegirls at one of the other corporate plantations that I worked at, I was like, look, man, I suggest you read Dr. Frances Cress Welsing's The ISIS Papers. She read it. She was like, nah, that was a good book. I'm saying, I told her, I was like, that's what kind of rooted me and grounded me. Like, okay, this is what I need to look at. You know, read Black Labor, White Wealth. That will make you understand what the fuck is going on. When you reading these books, when you thinking about what the fuck is going on, that'll make you understand it, because it'll make you really, really look at the situation like, damn, I'm glad I read that book. I'm glad I know what the fuck is going on. But anyway, I already went on my time about like 7 minutes. I'll try to keep it at 25 minutes. But anyway, hey man, y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Me, I'm just chilling. I don't know what the fuck I got planned on doing today, but it's called stay the fuck away from some bullshit and leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone and hush the fuck up. I probably watch The Matrix or probably watch some Marvel movies or some shit. But anyway, man, I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. Hey, shout out to 066. I got nothing but love for you, my nigga. No compromise. I fuck with you. We still got to get together, do that interview, bro. And go check out his page. I was talking to my sister about your page, so she subscribed. And Shawnee, Philly, stand up in the building. Erica, Florida, you already know what it is. Hey, Erica, they kept your money. Just to let you know, hey, you know, Erica is she's very much about supporting black businesses and stuff. Even when I told her, you know, not to, like, nah, it's all good. Because I was trying to send Erica to CMOS, but Erica didn't get it. So Erica was like, nah, man, just here. It's all good. But PayPal be doing shiesty shit. PayPal still got your money. I don't even got the money. I'm going to just refund it back to you. Because PayPal don't want to it doesn't want to release the money. And PayPal does suck a shit like that. But anyway, man, if you want some CMOS and some shit like that, email me, Erica, you already know, and I'll send it to you right away. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody listening, subscribe. You know what it is, you know what it ain't. If a motherfucker talking about, man, Ahmaud Arbery should have just called the police and he'll still be alive. You are Sambo, Coon, telling about the gun line, Haywood Shepherd, Stephen from Django, Stephen from Sambo. Guilty, nigga. I don't fuck with you, man. I'm out. Y'all enjoy your day. Peace.